Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Claire and I'm here with a weekly reading for you from Sunday the 12th of Jan through to Saturday the 18th of Jan. I'm going to pick some various cards, some oracle, angel cards, astrology cards. In fact, I think I'll start with the astrology cards first because we have a full moon in Cancer on Monday the 13th of January, and I think that's going to be quite an intense full moon for us. We've got a couple of things going on around this full moon. Mars is still in retrograde, and there's the dwarf planet Eris is quite active, so I do feel there's going to be lots of, I don't want to say disharmony, but maybe there'll be a few things thrown into the mix, all for the greater good, to change your life around and get rid of some of the energies that maybe are still stuck with you from 2024. So let's start first of all then with these astrology cards. Okay, I love these cards. These are from Tanaz, Forever Conscious. I know a lot of you have come over from the Forever Conscious website because I do a full moon reading there. I haven't done one for January, I'm afraid, so sorry about that. We kind of discussed it, and Tanaz was going on holiday, and with Christmas it was just a little bit too tight to get it organised. But I'll be back in February with those articles, so you won't have too long to wait for the next article. But for now, I'm going to use Tanaz's beautiful cards. I love the holographic images here, and it's got Venus, heart opening. I love the rose. I love, I just really do love these cards. They are great. I'm interested actually that this is card number 21. I know this isn't a tarot pack, it's an oracle pack, but in the tarot, card 21 is the last card of the major arcana. It's the world card. And although this is Venus, I kind of feel like this is talking about a completion, but very much a heart-centered completion. So maybe, you know, if you know your own star chart, how Venus figures, what house it's in maybe, where it was when you were born, maybe that's a very significant thing for you at the moment. But I do feel, because I'm using these cards, and it is the full moon, I do feel like this energy that we're going to be working with, predominantly Monday when the full moon is, but also, building up to it and after it, I feel there's going to be some shifts in our heart space, okay? And sometimes when our heart space is opening, that can be quite a scary time, because we can sometimes hold emotions really, really tight and not let go. So we can be clinging on to things that are not serving us. People can get stuck in grief. They can get, stuck in the past a little bit and hanging on to things that just aren't really helping them. I think this card saying about the heart opening, and this being a Cancer full moon. Cancer is very much centered around family and home life and relationships. It's a very emotional sign, very much led by their kind of, emotions and heart, that kind of Cancerian energy. So I feel like just getting this Venus card here, I do think there's going to be a spotlight on relationships in some way over this week. Okay, now that could be you opening your heart to maybe want to have a relationship. Maybe you're feeling 2025 is the year that you're going to start putting yourself out there and maybe looking for love. It could be just opening up your heart and really telling people how you feel. A lot of us don't do that. And a lot of us can live with people and see them every day, but not really understand each other because you're not opening your heart and saying what's really going on. It's a very vulnerable way to live, having your heart space open, which is why a lot of us don't do it. And we kind of, cover it up, don't we? Close it down, cover it up, use, humour as a deflect or any other thing that you know that you do, rather than really admitting what's going on. People don't like to cry, people don't like to talk. So I do feel that this card is coming in and putting a little bit of a spotlight there. Okay, sometimes we do need to shake up what's going on in our heart space to allow new energy to come in. As I'm saying that, I'm sensing that perhaps there will be a few tears and tantrums, but it's all good because it's, you know, it's getting out what needs to be got out. And as we know, full moons are an amazing time to just let go. I do feel, even though this is a new year, I don't feel like I feel like a lot of 2024 stuff's dragged into it and is still here and perhaps shouldn't be. So this may be a really good time to whatever's kind of dragged into this new year from last year, maybe a situation with somebody, maybe you're still in the same old job and it's getting you down, or the same old relationship and something needs to shift. I do feel that is going to be brought to your attention this week. So let's pick a couple of tarot cards now and see what's going on. Well, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which I feel is quite welcoming because it's a very practical, stable kind of card. It's about growth. Again, there's the talking. And although this is a Pentacles card, I feel that this is about communication rather than material gain. This is about talking through plans. You've got the guy here standing up. He's got kind of a scroll. He's giving a pitch, if you like, to two other people. Now, this could be in a work setting, but I do feel, or it could just be in a family setting if you've got projects or family plans that you want to make, which often we do in January, don't we? We plan our holidays, or we say, right, this is the year we're going to get this done. So maybe there's those conversations going on. But there really is the idea of somebody saying something about what they want to achieve and the other people are listening. So imagine that you're the person standing up. You want to be able to say your pitch without being interrupted. So I feel like that's a really important thing. So if you're the person up here or the people listening, do make sure that you are listening and not just waiting to say your bit, because I feel this is a very important conversation. And when we're all trying to speak at the same time, we're not really listening. So I do feel communication is really important here, because this is foundation stuff. This is, you know, laying groundwork for things that are going to happen in 2025. So make sure you're on board and you understand what everybody else is wanting and what your part in that project is. I hope that resonates with you. Let me know. Do put a message in the comments if this is really ringing a little bit of a bell for you, for what's going on at the moment. Okay, who else have we got? Right, we've got the Ten of Swords. Again, I feel that this is very much about what we were talking about, letting stuff go, letting it just leave us. This is 2024, you know, all the rubbish things that maybe you're still dealing with. I feel like this is an end in sight. Again, the full moon is a great time to just clear out what is not serving us. And I do feel that obviously there's a bit of a struggle and a bit of pain here. This lady, you know, it's not the greatest situation, is it? It's she has been stabbed in the back, and maybe you have. Maybe you're feeling that there are some relationships where you're giving more than receiving love, or you've been let down. It's certainly something, an eye-opener, isn't it? And what I'm really drawn to here, and I don't know if you can see it, in her hand she's got a red rose. Da-da, and there's the red rose. This is an opening. So with any opening, a new beginning, and again, I really feel this is relationships and love and heart-centered work, there has to be an ending. So I feel these two do go hand in hand. As I say, there might be some very emotional, upsetting conversations that need to be had. When we speak our truth, it opens our heart, but obviously, you know, somebody else is involved in that and they've got their own journey as well. So this might be you needing to let go of people, or people needing to let go of you. It can be difficult, but it's giving space. If things aren't meant to be, then, you know, they're not meant to be. There's we tend to know that, don't we, within our heart, even if we are grieving or sad that things have left us or people have left us. I'm going to pick another tarot card. There we go. I was really dry. I only had oracle cards left, so I reached over to get my other pack, and here we go. Yeah, this is the universe just saying, look, this is meant to be. Don't try and fight what you can't change, what is not in your control. If things, people, situations, jobs, ways of life are leaving you, as sad as that is, you have to accept it, because what I love about this is the death and the rebirth. We've got this beautiful, I feel like Venus is really bright in the sky at the minute. So I do feel like this is the planet shining down on us again. You know, letting us know it's there, letting us know that we're part of a bigger picture. And please, you know, it's really important to try and remember that, isn't it? That we're all connected. We're all working as one. So don't feel alone, I think is the message there. You're part of something bigger out there. You might not know what it is. I don't feel like there's any spoilers coming in. I think you've just got to accept this is what's happening, and that there are new energies and new things coming in for us. Although I don't think that's this week, we're making the space for it now. So go with it. Okay, let's see what oracle card we've got. Well, this is encouraging. We have financial security. Prosperity is heading your way. There's interesting, if you can see the gold that's surrounding that lady, some of that gold is transforming into butterflies. And as we know, when the death card comes up, there's that idea of transformation. There is new energy coming in. So don't get too bogged down. If you have got this heavy energy or these final things that need to be sorted out, or these difficult conversations, because it's bringing in a lighter, fresher, enjoyable feeling of abundance and being able to move on, I think, and not achieve, that's not the right word, just being more aligned with that kind of, yeah, everything's working for me and things are coming in for me, and this is really what I wanted for myself. So that's a really good positive thing for the horizon. So keep looking at the horizon. Keep looking at what's coming in as you're acknowledging what's going out this week. Okay, right, I'm going to pick an animal now, a spirit animal card. These are the oracle deck, and these have some lovely words. I know some of you like these. Been working with these a lot recently, and they've been spot on. So slow and steady wins the race. There we go. We've got turtle spirit. My son gets really annoyed with this card because he says, well, no, it's the tortoise that was in the race, not the turtle. I know he's got a point, I guess, but you know, turtles are slow, aren't they? They kind of go with the flow. If you've ever watched Finding Nemo, there's a little turtle in there. Is it Crush? And he just goes with the tides, doesn't he? And he just goes with it. And I love that character. I do feel, again, there's the watery element here that comes in when we're in a full moon energy, and obviously full moon in Cancer. You can't get more watery and emotional with that. I do want to say, just go with it. Whatever emotions are coming out for you this week, allow yourself to sit in them. If you're feeling sad, if you want to kind of grieve for someone, even if they've passed, you know, years and years ago, and you're suddenly feeling that you want to let some emotions out, let it happen. Sit there and have a good cry. You might need a good sleep. You might need to shout. I just feel like the emotions that are going to come out this week are necessary. So just allow them to happen. Don't repress any emotions, because that isn't really going to help. I actually feel quite drawn to read a little bit about this card, because I feel there's something else in it that needs to be said. So I won't read all of this, But it does say, Turtle Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow right down. So if it feels as if you're not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step towards determining whether you need to pivot or simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. True love and true success come with patience. That's a very good point. Sometimes when we're in that kind of shift in energy, we feel like we need to control it. If something's going on with a loved one, yeah, you kind of, sometimes we do want to just try and make it better for them, and we can't. We just have to sit with them and go through it and see where we end up. So slow and steady wins the race there. This is not a week for, I don't think, for fast actions and fast paces. And I know we're often forced to do that in the start of the year, isn't it? Get fit, do this, do that, make all these New Year's resolutions. But I don't feel like 2025 is giving that vibe. We're in the middle of a Mars retrograde. So again, it's that slowing down and looking at ourselves and seeing how true to ourselves we are being. That's maybe what we need to do today. Okay, we've got going to finish with an angel cards. Oh, okay. I do love it when they all come together. So we've got Angel Uriel. You may say that differently. But your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. Right where we started, isn't it? Yeah, heart opening and just changing, transformation. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your mind and your heart. So I do feel this is tying in with this, the idea of the endings. Let's get rid of those emotions that are holding us back. We can feel hurt and upset by somebody that we haven't seen for 20 years and it's still within us, stopping us move on in our relationships because of what happened with a parent or a sibling or, your first love. So it's about getting rid of all that, getting rid of anger and what's upset you, acknowledging it, working with it, getting rid of it so that we can move on to some really lovely new energy that's coming in. And when we get the archangels coming in with these messages, I feel like for this pack, that's the equivalent of the major arcana. So we've got that death card there. It's that real, we know where you are. We know you're at a challenging time. We know things are changing for you, but we've got you. So don't feel alone. The angels and the universe are all there supporting you through this. So make sure you factor in some self-care this week, because I feel we're all going to need a little bit of that this week. So look after yourselves. I'll be back again next week with another reading for you. Please do like and subscribe to my channel and share this to anyone you think may need to hear it. Okay, have a wonderful week. Bye for now.